70-30 run to pass. So again, forced them into being one-dimensional. With the exception of a few big plays in the pass game, I thought we played really well defensively. TJ Moore had the big pick 6 right before halftime. I thought that was a huge momentum play in the game. And then our special teams continue to be the third phase that's playing extremely well. We were close to blocking a few punts in that game early on, and then we had the big return late. Unfortunately, got called back from a penalty. And again, the penalties are something that we are keenly aware of and know that we need to clean up. But all in all, pleased with our players' effort, pleased with the production. Unbelievable atmosphere from our fans, from our faculty, from our students. It was great to have the full experience on a Saturday in 5-star, and can't say enough about what they did to contribute to the atmosphere that day. So with that, open it up for questions.
Coach, having looked at film now, what did you see that you probably were like, man, why did we take a step back on that?
I didn't think we took a ton of step back. Again, these guys will tell you, man, we constantly harp on the little things. And, the good news is we're playing pretty good football and we still got a bunch to clean up. But the things are very correctable, whether it's, an eye discipline thing or whether it's an alignment thing that's contributing to maybe not having success in certain instances, or whether it's, hey, we as coaches need to do a better job putting them in a better position, which oftentimes is the case. So, it kind of plays into it, but certainly not disappointed in any way. Again, that team was 2-1 and playing pretty good football, so I'm not disappointed with where we're at. There's a couple things that just need to be cleaned up.
You talked about that momentum shift from Moore with that interception. I mean, they're on the drive to possibly tie it going into halftime. Did you say anything to your team after that?
No, I mean, we talk constantly about the most important play being the next play, and all games ebb and flow. It's just, can you keep them to this as opposed to the big swings? And so I thought our guys did a great job. TJ Moore's a captain. He's a kid that's played a ton of football for us at Mercer. He made a heck of a play, did a great job keeping inbounds. I got on him a little bit about his ball security there at the end, but that was just a huge momentum shift. With that, really about that last minute 30 in the game. And I thought at that point I knew we were going to come out and play pretty well, getting the ball to begin with in the second half as well. So.
Coach, you mentioned DJ Smith, those completing 4 total touchdowns to the year, showing out. What's next for him? I mean, how are you seeing him as a quarterback kind of progress through the season?
Yeah, I think you've seen the physical traits that make him successful. I think now for us it's continuing to grow the mental part of the game, continue to develop the downfield passing game and be more consistent in that, and then continue just to protect the football, right? I think there's one throw in each game he'd probably like to have back since we've started the season, and I think just continuing to work on the decision making, continuing to push the ball down the field and develop the pass game that way, and then just more the mental side of things. But physically he's done a great job, and I think you've seen him mature each week really.
You think it's near and dear to your heart, the offensive line, and you keep seeing the progression with that individual?
Yeah, that group's done a great job. We got getting a couple guys back that have been a little banged up helps with the depth at that. But there's a number of those kids that are playing probably their best football, and that's allowed us to run the football at a pretty consistent clip. It's allowed us. We did a really good job in protection. I think we only had 1 sack on Saturday, and that was as much to do with the coverage as it was to anything. So they continue to improve. It helps going against what I think is one of the best defensive lines in the conference each day in practice. And so those guys continue to grow and develop and be a part of our success.
What do you see from a big win over Richmond and a close loss to William & Mary? What are you seeing from Wofford that they'll bring that will provide your biggest challenges?
Yeah, I think Wofford's a really good football team right now. Again, similar to Citadel, you look at last year's record and you see they were close in a number of games, and then they finally kind of overcame it and beat Furman. And since they beat Furman that last week of the season, you've seen them steadily improve. They got guys that are, whether they're 4th, 5th, or 6-year seniors. There's a bunch of players that have been in the program, have persevered through a coaching change, And, I think they're playing really good. They can run the ball. They have a quarterback who's been accurate in distributing it. And then I think really it's their defensive backfield in particular. I've been really impressed with their safety and their corner play. I think their linebackers do a good job. And I think they got some big guys up front. So, they're a pretty complete team. They're a team that's played really good competition, right? Like Gardner-Webb's been pretty darn good. They've been competitive in every game with two bigger FBS schools. Obviously Richmond was ranked, I think, 14th at the time that they played them. They've been a playoff team, and then William Mary was a quarterfinal team a few years ago. So, they're coming in. They haven't had a bunch of patsies going into this game, so they kind of know what they have, and I'm sure they'll be up for it coming out of their bye week.
And I haven't been in this business a while. How much does that extra week to prepare for your next opponent and what you got?
Yeah, from a preparation standpoint, I guess you feel like it's kind of like a test in school. You feel like you studied a little bit more for it, but where it really helps is just getting the kids' bodies back, right? Like giving them, even if they, regardless of how you manage the schedule, if the perception is that they got their legs back, I think that's the biggest thing from coming out of a bye week is the kids feel a little bit better because they've had a little bit of time off, which they're sometimes not accustomed to. So.
Okay, anything else, Coach?
Guys are short and sweet today. Thank you all.
Thank you, Coach. Okay, we've got another player that needs to get to class, so we're going to let Braden Manley go next. Braden is a sophomore defensive lineman, hometown Vanceboro, North Carolina. He's got 10 tackles on the season, 4 for loss, 2 sacks. He's got a pass breakup. He's got a quarterback hurry, a fumble recovery, and he's forced a fumble. So he's been playing excellent. If you would, Braden, come up, give us a little opening statement about how you feel you've played in the defense this year.
How y'all doing? I don't do this much. Man, just credit my success to my coaching staff. They've been putting me in the right position to make plays. Coach Long came and trusted me my freshman year, and I was able to produce a little bit for you guys. So, questions?
We talked a lot about, the Russian defense being so successful. Obviously, you're on the defensive line, so you're a big part of that. How does it feel for you and your guys to be so stout against the run?
I mean, it feels good. I mean, when the team can't run the ball on you, you just make them pass. That's how it feels good, man. We play aggressive, so we keep guys in tight situations so they can't really run the ball, so you got to pass. And we don't really go for the pass either. So.
How would you describe your style of play? Finesse, strength, kind of bull rush?
Oh, nah. I'm pretty aggressive, but I like to finesse guys. I like to spin, swipe. A few things I can do in my game, but I really just like to rush the passer real fast.
You've managed to get to the backfield a couple times this season, sacks, hurries, all those kind of things. What's kind of going through your mind when you're approaching a quarterback or somebody in the backfield?
Get them down. Those are guys with the ball. You got to get them down. So if you're in the backfield, it's easy just to make the play.
I mean, actually, since the preseason break, that you were the only preseason all-conference team. You were the only non-junior, non-senior to make the team. What does something like that mean to you? And does it put any more pressure on your shoulders to perform?
It means a lot to me. Put a target on my back. Guys, game plan.
Good player. What does it mean to you to be taking on that number and representing it again this year?
Lance was a good guy for us, man. I just feel like I got to fill some big shoes, even though he's so little. I got to fill pretty big shoes in that guy. He was an All-American, All-Conference guy. Led the team. Was a good captain for us. So being able to take his number on and produce in it, man, feel good.
Coach said he gave up a few big plays. Obviously, they came close a little bit, but what do you say to guys on the sideline, in that moment to get them going?
Oh, my guys know what to do. I don't really talk much, but when I do speak out to my guys, they feel like it's time to go. Like we got to step it up. So we put our best foot forward and do what we do best.
Hey, talk about the depth you have on the defensive line. So much depth. You have a freshman starting on the other side of you. But talk about the depth and what you guys got that we're excited for opposing offenses.
I think Coach Long did a good job recruiting. I remember I heard the other day versus Chattanooga, we don't have a guy over 300 pounds. But you can't run the ball on us, so, I mean, we're doing something right. So being able to play a freshman so early, he's obviously came in. I took him under my wing in the summer a little bit with his training and stuff. Carson Griffin, he's doing a great job behind me. He's always a good guy, and he leads me. Even though I'm in front of him, he leads me every day. So just being able to have guys in the room that know their role and they do it as the best of their ability, I mean, can't ask for much more from a guy.
Anything else from Brady? Brady's about to do a sprint in class. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, let's go to the offense now. Terrell Cord, our sophomore running back from Charlotte, North Carolina, scored 4 touchdowns on the year, 3 receiving. And I know you want to know about the one unconventional, probably the hook and ladder. All right, Terrell, give us an opening statement, if you would, about how you feel like offense is playing.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Offense came out there, we scored some points, we dominated, do what we had to do. You know, all our guys were bought in. You know, we trying to have a great season, trying to win the SoCon championship, and that's what we're here to do. Any questions?
Tyrell, I know we talked about it on Saturday night. You know, I'm sure you would have loved to rush in a touchdown, but catching 2, and you know, what does that mean to you? Is just to be able to do both things, run the ball really well and catch it as well?
It feels amazing to me. You know, running back is not all about just rushing. You got physical aspects of it. You got blocking, passing, rushing, is all sorts of things. So just being able to do those things for my team, for our team, is a great feeling. You know.
Brady, talk about the improvement you've seen from DJ, and particularly that first pass he threw to you, that was right on the money. Can't find a prettier pass than that, but talk about the improvement that you've seen from DJ.
Oh yeah, DJ a great guy. That's one of my best buddies. You know, just him improving each week. You know, and me and him talk a little bit, just how we played, how we think we did, and just seeing like the improvement, like the stuff that he knows that he did wrong or that I did wrong. We just talk about it and make sure that next week we can do it better. Just make sure we can do it the best we can.
Talk about how loaded your running back room is right now.
So all 5 of our guys, you know, really great. We all have different attributes to us. You know, we got speed, passing, rushing, hard runners. You know, so just having all that ability in our running back room makes us very successful. Just coming out there, playing different guys, knowing that each one of our guys can make a play.
What's it like being sharing the different personalities and sharing the different roles for you guys? I mean, it's 5 of you guys in there. It's very balanced, like you just said. So what's it been like personality-wise?
Personality-wise, it's been great. You know, our guys, we enjoy one of each other. We hang out with each other mostly every day. We talk. We kindle, you know, just like having that one-on-one like connection between all of us. Like, it's just a great atmosphere to be around. I wish y'all could see the things that we do behind the scenes. But yeah, great group of guys.
Out of everybody in the running back room, who's most likely to pull a prank?
A prank? Let's see. I say either CJ or Michael Bell. You know, those guys, they love to joke around. Or even Dewey. Dewey is a great jokester. He loves to joke, and so Dewey for sure.
Well, how many people from Cottonsville come down to the game of Walker?
Oh, I got a bunch of guys coming. You know, right there I'm from North Carolina. You know, South Carolina right up the road. So I got a bunch of family and friends coming. So it's gonna be a great atmosphere.
Real first 4 games, you got 4 wins. Tell us about how hungry this football team still is for more wins if you get back out of the road with the ball.
You know, our guys, we're very bought in. You know, we have one goal in our mind, and that's to win the SoCon championship. And I think like all our guys, we're really bought into that. You know, with our head coach Mike Jacobs, he's just putting us in the best situations that we can be to be successful to win that SoCon championship. So all our guys are bought in, and all our coaches as well.
Anything else for Terrell? All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, again, at Wofford, 1:30 on a Saturday afternoon. Next week is our bye week, so no news conference next week. We'll be back with you in 2 weeks when we return home against Princeton. Thank you so much for coming. Of course, as usual, our lunch awaits us. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Rick.
T-bone for lunch.